Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Stacy and I make videos on fashion, styling, and shopping. And today's video is going to be a tag collaboration with B.AboutTown and BrownfaceTV. And the title of the video is going to be my top 5 purchases of 2022 and what's on my wish list for 2023. Top 5 purchases of 2022. That was pretty easy. Basically, it's the things that I grabbed for the most, the things that elevated my wardrobe the most. This is an easy list to pull together. One's an outerwear piece. The other one is a pair of shoes. And then I have a handbag in there. I have an accessories piece, and I have one apparel item. So, and I actually didn't even try to do that. It just so happens that that's just how it kind of, shook out once I pulled together like the things that I liked wearing the most. 2 things I ordered or I purchased at the beginning of last year, and then the last few things that are on the list are going to be things that I got towards the later part of the year. And even going into like thinking about what I want going forward in 2023, my list is not really that long. I mean, it's not. For me, I've really been doing more like elevated basics and things of that nature. So I haven't really been buying a ton anyway of items this year. So I'm like, even going into next year, I don't really see anything that I just like have to have. Not a whole lot of things, but there are some items that I have had my eye on that are more practical, more elevated basic-esque, so to speak. So I will share those with you today. Let's just get into the outfit. The outfit is really just it's like a 3-piece set, but I don't think I bought it as a 3-piece set. The cardigan and the crop tank. This is from H&M. I've had this for a couple of years now. And then I also have like these matching like sweatpants or joggers. I didn't really buy the joggers with this particular set. I think I bought them separately, not realizing that they match, but they do match. It's literally this. It's the same material. So yeah, that's all I have on, and a pair of Uggs. I actually shipping my Uggs in here because I do wear these Uggs I have on. These, I do wear them a lot. This should probably go on here, but this would be, I would say, an honorable mention, because I'm not going to put this in my final list because I don't really wear these out the house that much besides going to like the grocery store or like going to like get my hair done. Like this is my shoe to get my hair done. But like things where I kind of get dressed and I go, I'm going to leave the list to like those types of like fun things, not like a pair of Uggs. But an honorable mention because I wear these every day to keep my feet warm because it's really drafty where my office is downstairs. So I do like to keep that whole area down there warm and protected because I do have like a space heater there and I don't want, to give myself a burn. So that kind of helps to protect that as well. Anyway, so let's get into my list. So the first item on my list is going to be this coat here. It's more of a gold tone, like yellowish coat. I love this coat. It's by the brand Paper Moon, but I bought this straight from the Frankie shop. It's an oversized coat. It's one of those things, or one of those coats where it's one size fits all, which means that, it's going to be really oversized, but it's going to fit multiple people. I will insert a picture of me wearing it. This coat, I love it. I get compliments on it every time I wear it. It's a nice pop, but it's also somewhat of a neutral. Like you can put that over like gray, black, white, stripes, florals. I mean, honestly, there's not much that it doesn't really go over. I've noticed, initially I thought that maybe it would be a little bit limiting, but it's really not that limiting. It's just sometimes if I really don't want to do too much, if I, like, let's just say I have a whole lot going on here, I may not necessarily want to wear something that may be that bright. But for the most part, I love the coat. I wear it all the time. It's my favorite outerwear piece because of just the heaviness of it, like the heft. It definitely keeps you warm. It's a warm coat. It's probably my warmest coat that I have besides like a longer puffer. So I really do enjoy wearing that when it's cold, and I still think it's very stylish. If I put on a pair of like leggings and a t-shirt and then like some boots with that coat over it, I still look stylish without having to try that hard. So I love that coat. I would recommend it. I will say that, well, I'll get to that whenever I discuss my 2023 pick. The next item on my list is going to be these Chanel dad sandals. Don't kill me, y'all. I know. These are really pricey. I wore them a lot, y'all. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I wore these so much. I love wearing them. They're comfortable. They go with every single thing. I got them in black for a reason because I wanted to be able to pull them, you know, with anything that I wanted to wear in the summertime or even in the spring. I mean, it's just what it is. Obviously, you know, a dad sandal is something that is very, at this point, mainstream. You can get any dad sandal from anywhere at this point, so you don't need to get Chanel or anything like that. But I mean, I like them. I do like the fact that they are Chanel, but I mean, I think that if you like the look of these, you can get these from anywhere. Like, and I want to say, what's the name of that? I forget the name of the brand, but I'll put it up. But they do dupes of like Chanel like items all the time, so I will link them below. I do have a few handbags from them as well. But yeah, I love these things. I mean, they still look practically new, and I wear them all the time. Like I think this was money well spent for me. So the next item on my list is another one that's like, it took me a long time to pull the trigger on because they are so expensive, especially for a pair of jeans. And you guys probably know what they are since I said that they are a pair of jeans and they're expensive. Essentially, all the fashion girls had these jeans last year. They were like the it jean, and I fell for the hype, but it was worth the hype because these are the perfect baggy jeans. These are the Margiela Jeans with the slits on the side. I love these. For size purposes, because someone did ask me about this the other day, but these I believe are in a size . I don't know. I think this is a size 40. So yeah, this is a size 40 for reference, and they are tight at a 40. I could have possibly went up for me, but I think I'm just getting fat. I mean, honestly, that's just really what it boils down to. But I love these jeans. I'm gonna post pictures of me styling them, and I mean, I wear them all the time. I do. Like, they're my favorite pair of jeans. I think you can dress them up, dress them down. I've worn them both ways, you know, just with the crop top and an oversized blazer and a pair of heels. If you want to put on just like a pair of like J's and like a t-shirt, I think that's a cool look too, like an oversized sweater, or even like maybe more or less like a more of a fitted sweater with like a belt to kind of like give you a juxtaposition between like the bagginess of the jean and also you know, like the fitted nature of like the top. I mean, you can style these in so many different ways. I mean, I love them. People have gotten these in multiple colorways. Like, I know there's like an off-white or the crew colorway that's out there that people have, but I'm not buying another pair of these. This is gonna have to last me until, you know, the cows come home, because I'm not, like, I probably would never spend as much money on another pair of jeans, at least not this year. Like, I'm over it, but I did get my money's worth because I wore these a ton. And it really prevented me from buying like a whole bunch of jeans, because that's typically what I do. I'm usually never like jeans satisfied. I don't care what it is, but I always feel like I have to get a certain fit. I have to always have like the latest cut. And so therefore, you know, what I typically, whenever I get like jeans that are not super expensive, for the most part, I'm never truly satisfied, because it never gives me the look that I want in a way that satisfies the itch. So usually I'll buy a whole bunch of jeans that may be like good dupes to this or whatever, but it's never quite the same. Like there's a reason why this particular jean, you know, is what it is. It's because it fits a certain way, it hangs a certain way. And so I'll do that. And then by the time I'll spend 3, 4, you know, I've bought maybe 2, 3 pairs of jeans and like maybe $50, $60. I mean, at that point you spent, you know, $150, $200, you know, on jeans, and it's not quite what you want. So that's why sometimes I feel like it's just easier to just kind of go and splurge on what I really do want, and then that means that I don't have to buy a ton of other things. Because honestly, other than a pair of cargo jeans, I really haven't bought any jeans since here. Well, no, I did. I did buy 1 pair of jeans from a Goldie, but for me, I typically buy 6, 7 pairs of jeans a year. And I can say that this particular year, I've only bought 3. I bought a pair from H&M, I bought the Goldie jeans, and I bought these jeans. That's it. So I do think that sometimes when you splurge on some of those items that you know that you're gonna wear a lot, it's worth it for me, based off of how I know that I am. But anyway, love these. And I think we're up to number 4. Okay, so this is going to be controversial too. It seems like everything that I have probably would be controversial, besides like the coat. The coat's a safe bet. You know, either you like it or you don't. But like the jeans, they've been as expensive as they are. That's going to be controversial. The Chanel shoes are going to be controversial because those are expensive. And then I bought another pair of controversial. Another item that's controversial is going to be like these glasses here from Loewe. Man, when I tell you I love these glasses, I don't even know what to tell you. I love them. I love the color. I like that they're red because I like red. I look good in red. Look at that. I have on red lipstick right now. It makes my skin pop. This makes me pop right here. I love these. Yeah, I like them. Of course, they're really popular. This and another pair of Loewe glasses. The ones kind of like with the bug eyes. Well, these are kind of a bug eye too, but you know what I'm talking about. Those are really popular. I contemplated getting those, but I don't know. I just thought these were more or less my style. I like them. This is money well spent. I wear these all the time. I like the fact that they're in a red because it gives you a nice pop. And red's a good colorway anyway, because it can still serve as a neutral. You can put red with anything. Like you can put it with like a pinkish print. You can just give you know, you can pop on like a red whatever and it'll make it pop. So I love these. It comes in like this really nice case. That's not as convenient when you're trying to like be minimal as far as like what you carry every day, but I do so like the case. And then also too, it has like this little clip that you can clip like on like a tote bag or even on your other, outside of your other like handbag or whatever. So I enjoy these a lot. I will be wearing these all through the summer. I cannot wait. I even still wear them now in the winter time whenever it's sunny outside. So love them. The last item on my list is going to be my Coach heart bag. I've already did a dedicated video for this. If I remember, I will link it above. Well, probably above. Y'all, the leather on this is so soft. I absolutely cannot, like, it is insane. Obviously, you know, Coach did their own rendition because Chanel had a similar bag, you know, with a little flap over it. That was really popular last year. So they came out with their own heart bags. Initially they came out with like more of a smooth leather finish. I think it might have been Saffiano leather. I think that might have been, maybe that was in there. Was it in their outlet? I'm not 100% sure. If it wasn't, they came out with like a smooth leather version of it. It was like more of a pinkish, reddish sort of like colorway. That actually might be the color of the season this year. Anyway, I digress. And then they later came out with these like puffy style. And I mean, y'all, again, watch the video if y'all haven't seen it to get a full review of it. but I love it. I also like the fact that, you know, it does come with a strap, a longer adjustable strap, which is thin. And what I also like about it is that if you do have a lot of coach bags, which I do, and you have like the gold chain, that goes on here really nicely as well. I love the chain look of it, and this makes it so dainty, and it takes it, in my opinion, from day to night. I love this bag. This is one of my favorite bags of the year. I've worn this bag nonstop. I traveled with this bag when I went to Houston, and I only had a couple of bags there. That's how I know. Whenever a bag goes with me on the road, you know that I like that bag. And this is one of those bags. I feel like it's is super versatile. So highly recommend it if you don't have it. I think it may be sold out now though, and I knew it was gonna sell out, but I will still link it just in case it comes back in stock, or it may be in stock now, but I think the last time I checked it was not in stock anymore. Anyway, so that concludes my top 5 purchases of 2022. So what's on my list for 2023? The first thing on my list is going to be these pair of like joggers from the Frankie shop. I actually have 3 items from the Frankie shop because I'm a little bit obsessed. So anyway, there are these gray joggers, and they are joggers, but they look like pants because they're like oversized and they're like the cargo style. And I've seen people style these joggers with like heels, and that's really more or less what I'm interested in. I really want to like try like the whole dress up jogger trend going into spring. I love them. They've been selling out. Like they've come back in stock a couple of times and they've sold out. So I think they're like a little bit over 100. I haven't pulled the trigger because I'm like, oh, they're joggers, and that's pricey for a pair of joggers. But I think I might end up pulling the trigger because I wear jogging pants a lot. And I would wear those during the day, like when I'm like at home working, and I would also wear those out at night. I like the idea of being able to dress them up and down. I'm obsessed with cargo anything at this point. You guys should know I have a cargo skirt. I have those cargo jeans I bought from the Pixie Market. So anything cargo I like anyway. So just the fact that they're cargo and they're like these great like sweatpants that you can kind of like dress up. I love the idea of that. So that's on my list for the first item, and that's probably something that I more than likely will eventually get this season. So the next item on my list is going to be this black sort of like structured oversized coat. It's from the same brand as my other like yellowish gold tone coat. I need a black coat like that that's oversized. I have one that's slightly oversized I've had from Zara, and I've worn it for the last like maybe 3 years or so. It's fine, but it's still not super oversized. Like y'all know, I like a good oversized like androgynous coat. I love it, and this is giving me all those vibes. Again, this is from the same brand. I already know that the quality is going to be really good, so that's something that I'm looking forward to possibly making a purchase for later on in the year, because I mean we are in February at this point. We're in mid-February. Oh yeah, and by the way, look at my earrings. They say, well, actually it says love you. I got these from Zara. I am doing a Zara haul probably later on this week, but I'm not 100% sure if you'll see that haul before this video or not, because I'm filming this one first. But today is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to you guys. Well, happy belated Valentine's Day, because you will not see this until Sunday. But yeah, but this says love you. I got this from their latest collection, like their love collection. I thought it was very fitting to wear on Valentine's Day. So anyway, I digress. I forgot to mention that when I was doing my outfit of the day. So yes, I don't know if I'm going to get that coat this year, because I just feel like at this point I have enough coats, and I think that we may be past a lot of bad weather. We've had a really mild winter this season, so I don't know. Like I feel like global warming has just kind of changed the game a lot. Either you get cold weather in places that don't necessarily get it, like Texas has gotten it this year, and then like I feel like places like DC and like the East Coast, I mean it's been okay, and there have been some cold days, but I don't know, we're almost in March now, so I don't know that I'm going to get it this year, but I might get it towards the end of the year. That might be what I might do, but it's not going to be probably anytime soon. But what I will get is going to be one of these 2 jackets. These are both on my wish list. They're both from the Frankie shop. One's like an oversized, like normal, like leather jacket. I mean, they're faux leather, but they just look so real. It just looks so luxe. I love the way that their jackets look. I like how they're super oversized, because most of them are like typically like one size, which means you know you're going to get that oversized feel to it. That's what I do like about the Frankie shop in general, and I love it. So it's sort of boxy, the longer one, and that's something that I know that will be a nice transition going into the spring season, because even though it's, you know, it's not going to be as cold as it has been in the winter time, you know, the spring is still cold here. Like, it's still going to be 50s. Sometimes it may get into like the 40s at night, you know, even going into like, say, April. So I do think that, you know, I'll be able to get some wear out of that one, but I do think I'm going to get either that one or this next one I'm going to show you. It's more of a cropped version, and it has like more of structured, like square shoulders, which I love. I'm assuming that there are shoulder pads in there, but I like that one too. It's cropped. Both of them are on my wish list because I think that they give you 2 different looks. But yeah, I really like those. I'm obsessed with like those sort of like, that's what I would call like an elevated basic, like something that you can wear every day, but it's just something about that just makes it look super cool and just super fresh and super, like, you know, I guess updated and on trend. So that's really where I am with that. And then the next item that I have on my list is going to be anything from Hanifa. I need a Hanifa piece. I went on there and I didn't see too much now because I think that she hasn't released her spring 23 line yet. But let me tell you, when she does, I'm going to definitely get me a piece from her collection. Hanifa is a Black-owned brand, and she just makes like a lot of like, I would say more knitted pieces that are just super fire. Like, love them. The colors are usually really good. A lot of it, you know, it snaps you in, it hugs you in all the right places. So I need a Hanifa piece, preferably one that is super colored, like maybe a orange or a purple or like a bright green, something like that. That's on my list. So I'm going to wait until she releases her, like her spring summer, because I don't think, when I went onto her site, I didn't really see anything on there that was super updated. A lot of that stuff seems to be marked down. So I think she's probably getting ready to upload her newer collection soon, and I'll be looking out for that. And the next item on my list is going to be these Miu Miu ballet flats. Y'all, I like them in the nude. I like a good ballet flat. Like, I do. I always have. That's why when people say, oh, ballet flats are not in, they're always going to be in. Even if they're not necessarily going to be trending, I feel like it's a staple piece. But yeah, these Miu Miu ones I feel like are going to be really classic. I think that's something that people are going to sort of like re-release even years on end whenever we do put those on the shelf, but I'll still be wearing them. And I like the idea of them being a nude colorway because it looks like it's brown girl nude, like really nude for me, not like pinkish. So I don't know, I love the strap on them. This looks really dainty. There are other people that do have a version, like Prada has a version of them, but those look a little bit weird. I don't know. To me, the Miu Miu ones, they're not super like overdone. I feel like the shape of them or the design of them is still very like classic. What kind of makes them more updated is more or less the strap. And that's what I really do like about them. But I feel like that strap is not going to date them. You know what I mean? So that's really on my list. That may be the only like luxury item that I may splurge on this season. Everything else is going to be sort of like mid-tier, $300-400 if that. That's my list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what's on your wish list. So please check out B.AboutTown and BrownfaceTV. I will have their videos and their information linked in the description bar. So yeah, so happy Sunday, and I wish you guys a good week.